To summarize, disaster management is a critical tool that helps us navigate the complexities of both natural and man-made disasters. It is an essential instrument in our survival toolkit, a systematic strategy designed to minimize the damage and loss associated with catastrophic events. This process comprises various components including risk assessment, mitigation, preparedness, response, recovery, and resilience. Risk assessment involves identifying potential hazards, their likely impacts, and the vulnerability of people and property. Mitigation is about taking proactive measures to reduce the risk of disasters. Preparedness encapsulates all activities undertaken to a quick and effective response when disaster strikes. Response is the immediate action taken to save lives and property during a disaster. Recovery involves restoring the affected area to its pre-disaster state. This phase may include rebuilding infrastructure, providing psychological support to victims, and implementing long-term plans to prevent future disasters. Resilience, the final piece of the puzzle, is about strengthening communities' ability to withstand future disasters. It's about instilling a culture of preparedness, developing robust disaster response plans, and ensuring the implementation of sustainable practices that reduce vulnerability. By focusing on these components, we can mitigate the impact of these events and foster stronger, more resilient communities. Whether it's a flood, an earthquake, a wildfire, a hurricane, a tsunami, an industrial accident, a pandemic, or a terrorist attack, the principles of disaster management hold true. These situations vary greatly, but they all have a common element: unpredictability and potential to cause widespread damage. Preparedness is fundamental in minimizing the impact of such disasters. It involves both individual and organizational readiness, with the development of comprehensive plans, regular drills, and the allocation of resources. Early warning systems are absolutely critical. Timely information can save lives, reduce property damage, and allow for effective evacuation plans to be executed. They allow us to act swiftly, minimizing the damage and loss. Community resilience is another vital component. This encompasses the ability of communities to withstand, adapt to, and recover from disasters. It involves developing a culture of safety and self-reliance, and the nurturing of strong bonds within communities. Risk assessment, on the other hand, enables us to understand the threats we face. It involves identifying hazards, analyzing potential impacts, and taking measures to mitigate the risks. Emergency response training equips individuals with the necessary skills to respond effectively to disasters. It involves aid training, survival skills, and crisis management practices. Coordination among agencies ensures a streamlined response, with each entity knowing its role and working towards common goals. This requires strong communication channels, joint planning, and collaborative efforts. Infrastructure resilience relates to how our buildings, roads, and utilities can withstand the onslaught of a disaster. This involves robust design, regular maintenance, and upgrading systems to meet evolving threats. Finally, community support is the heart of all disaster management efforts. It is about helping each other during tough times, offering assistance, and working together to rebuild. In summary, preparedness, early warning systems, community resilience, risk assessment, emergency response training, coordination among agencies, infrastructure resilience, and community support all play key roles in ensuring our safety. Despite the inevitability of disasters, their impact doesn't have to be catastrophic. Natural disasters are a part of life, unpredictable, uncontrollable, and often devastating. But devastation doesn't necessarily equate to catastrophe. It's a matter of perception, preparation, and resilience. We must comprehend that it's not just about surviving the storm. It's about understanding that storms are a part of life's cycle and accepting them as such. It's about learning how to brave the winds, how to walk through the flood, how to find shelter in the storm. It's about making peace with the chaos, finding serenity amidst the turbulence. More than that, it's about learning how to dance in the rain. It's about turning the adversity into an advantage, the trial into a triumph. It's about seeing the beauty in the storm and joy in the rain. It's about not just enduring, but enjoying the storm. Through effective disaster management, we can achieve this. It's about educating ourselves, preparing ourselves, and equipping ourselves with the right tools and strategies. It's about resilient communities, resilient structures, and resilient systems. It's about learning from each disaster and using that knowledge to prepare for the next. Until next time, stay safe and stay resilient.